dancing like the WB frog, you know?
Yeah. Bro, that was when TV was good, though.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All that matters is we were there.
Yeah. That's it. You know, I was watching this Candace Owens and Andrew Tate. I like them because I really just like shit talkers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I like fucking
They're good, though.
shit talkers, and they're good at it. And that Charlie Kirk dude,
Yeah,
he's
okay,
fucking
yeah.
he shines too. You know, and I love knowledge over opinions, right? Like I like facts,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because I once convinced this chick that well, she caught me cheating on her, number one. It was just some chick I was dating. And I convinced her that truth was just a matter of opinion. Right? And that I really wasn't cheating.
Yeah.
Right? And she like fully believed me, convinced me, or was convinced, and it was like, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I mean,
I was fucked up that she believed me. Like the next day I was like, oh my God, dude, I'm with such an idiot that believed that. I feel bad now. Now I really gotta go apologize. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even But
that's power.
That's what I was like, damn.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, you know, you do the knowledge over, you know, over opinion always works for me. So whenever I see people like them going in on people, it's great. It's fucking great.
Yeah, I've always said confidence is not competence.
Right? Yeah.
That's
Because you're
true.
confident
Exactly.
doesn't mean you know what the hell you're doing.
Oh, dude, you know how much you win that way?
You do. You do until you get some real people. It's like,
Well, no, even so.
It's like,
now,
all right.
Now, when you're around some real people and they're confident,
Yeah.
oh, you shine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
iron sharpens iron.
Yeah,
That's what you're
yeah.
Yeah, you actually feel like you're gaining.
That's why
something.
that's a thing.
Yeah, that's why I hate working retail. Because you meet all the people that you're like, oh, fuck. Right? All the smart people don't go shopping.
Yeah.
Right? They ask a president how much a fucking gallon of milk is. Not Trump, because he's a fucking economics, and he's like, oh, it's actually this much, and this is the reason why, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is some bullshit.
Biden wouldn't know that.
But most people that have money couldn't tell you
Yeah.
the price of gas. They couldn't tell you the price of milk. None of that. They don't know what the fuck a sandwich costs. No, people with a lot of money, they don't.
They ain't got to get it for them. You know?
Think about it. Like, you get that big paycheck, right? And you're like, oh, we going out tonight, right? You're so caught up that you got the money to do it, right? That you're gonna be like, I'm not even looking at the price. You know? Yeah, buy it. We're good. We're good. We're straight, because you know you can afford it, right?
Yeah.
So imagine being just wealthy, to where you've been wealthy.
Yeah.
Right? So the last thing you're thinking about is how much the gas is. I mean, you might look at it while you're at the pumping.
Yeah. And you're just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Number.
It's like having the company gas card. You're like, oh numbers.
Yeah.
Mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Null and void.
Yeah, null and void. Yep. This cost me nothing. Yeah, I'll put premium in here. You got double premium? We put that in
pushing
here?
all the buttons.
Yeah, pushing
I want 3 different types of gas.
Stop
Like it's a
it,
soda
yeah,
fountain.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's the truth.
Just mix it. Hey, who knows?
I'm telling you.
Car might take off, you know?
Right.
I always said I just wanted to make it to a tax bracket where you didn't have to worry about gas prices. It's like, shit, I need gas.
Right,
Let's
yeah.
get gas.
Yep.
Or to a vehicle.
Yeah.
You know, like if just, hey, I want to go somewhere. All right, cool. Car's out front. It's on, you know. Like, that may be, but 2, even if it's just like a little bit wealthy, that would be my, my...
See, I'm different.
Well,
I got 5 kids, so I'm thinking I need to be wealthy enough to when their kids need college money.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm trying to think. So if I shoot for that and I get anywhere close, even halfway there.
I mean, still,
I'm like, shit.
That's, right?
I could buy coffee and weed for the rest of my life. The way it's looking, I can grow it. So
exactly, you know.
Yeah.
That's always
if
a
I can
plus.
figure out how to fucking grow coffee, I'd be in there. That's a son of a bitch, dude. I've already tried like 4 times.
That would be cool.
It really is. You gotta grow. You gotta keep it like super dry. There's like a certain way you gotta.
Or just.
Then it takes 5 years. It takes 5
Just
years.
compound the weed to make your own coffee. Just make like hemp weed or hemp coffee. You know.
We've done that before.
Well, just train yourself to be like, this is the only thing ever, and then you got everything in one.
Huh.
You get
I
an
mean,
upper and a downer.
Yeah, at the same time. But 2, you're like, I get everything from this now, you know. So it's instead of 2 things, you know.
This is true.
Because you can't separate that then. Because you can separate coffee and weed, but if you got weed coffee, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you still have to have the smoke then. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's another form of, you know, you can have what you grew right here and what you grew right here, and wearing what you grew, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, or we could just move to Colombia.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll just go to Colombia.
Or Mongolia. That's the hillsides.
And they have that sauce.
And you know how to fly. Yeah, the sauce.
Yeah.
But see, that's like the mountains there,
going
like they are
barbecues.
here. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like Rick and Morty even talked about that too. You know?
Dude, I wouldn't want to live on the side of a mountain. Have you seen
But it's
how
not
they
set.
drive the buses?
Yeah. Or dude,
They'd be like, hey, you want to ride in town? I'm straight, bro. I'm going to walk the 7 days it takes.
I'm convinced there's one singular wheel in the front, dude.
3 miles straight
Right?
down that.
Yeah.
And we'll get there in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll be the only, they'll be looking at the fucking American investing in handrails, dumbass.
Right?
And like,
That should have been the Tokyo Drift right there. Because them bus drivers, you know,
those are the stunt guys.
they're just
They
like
had to.
the stunt guys.
If they
yeah.
weren't the stunt
That's
guys for
what's up.
Tokyo Drift, then they missed their calling. You know what I'm saying? Dude, Afghanistan was a fucking trip. Afghanistan, they would
No, they don't have red lights
2
either.
cars on top of a bus.
Oh, wow.
And then put luggage on top of those 2 cars.
Oh, that's cool.
Right? And then they'd strap it all down and there'd be like 9 people on top of that.
Like I hold it down.
Dude, no, these fuckers be doing 90.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's.
No! And I'm like, well, are you gonna wait by?
Well, that's like.
You know,
well,
they're not gonna live through that.
let's see what happens. You know, yeah.
Then you go to their brothers in Iraq and they've got like 2 donkeys tied to the front of a car, taxi car, guy in the driver's seat.
I mean,
Like it's seen it.
Yeah, like,
You know,
legit.
crazy.
Like
Yeah.
they went and bought a donkey
oh,
and they're bringing it home.
That's the only way they have to transport it is that.
Pictures of, you know, this one car. It was like, it looked like it had been a rollover. Like the top was all squished. So this guy was just holding his reins out
Yeah.
the driver's seat, out the window, and this donkey was just pulling the car
Dude,
along.
that's.
There
I
you go.
mean, that's efficient. You throw it neutral.
Yeah.
You still
Yeah.
got AC. You got the donkey.
Don't give a damn about a donkey.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Hey, yeah, that's pretty much like fucking what is that? Lane assist. You
Yeah,
get to
yeah.
swerving over in another vehicle, that donkey on screen.
Yeah.
Ah!
No.
Like, oh shit!
Yeah, that leg gonna kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Boom.
back over
Yo.
there. Get on yourself.
It's like that's the bump rails.
yeah. It's like, sir, I'm a donkey. I mean, that would be cool. Like
Dude,
I
I
always.
can't even think of nothing besides Shrek when I hear donkey.
Donkey.
Yeah, but
Donkey.
you know.
I can't think of anything besides
That'll do, donkey. That will
yeah.
do.
That'll do donkey. See, I'm wondering what
Blue
the next
flower,
kid
red
is gonna
thorns.
be.
Blue flower, red thorns.
Oh shit! And he's like looking around there, all
Right.
blue flowers.
He's like,
red
I'm
thorns.
colorblind.
He's like, I'm just gonna grab whatever.
I can't feel my feet. I don't have any feet.
Dude, that is a great movie.
Yeah.
Like
All of
23 years ago, though. That's when it came out.
I mean, that's what they
That's
say.
crazy.
We live in a simulation.
Our grandkids are gonna be
Like,
loving that.
What
Yeah.
was 23 years ago? You know what I'm saying? That was just a different game that these guys were playing. We're all in a simulation.
Now, yeah.
We do live different lifestyles. Listen, whenever we die, right? They say we go more conscious,
Mhm.
right? So if we go more conscious, whatever state that is, of course it's going to be a higher being, higher power. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're just going to
Yeah.
go into a different. We might go to a different video game. You know what I'm saying? We might restart.
Like player one. Or yeah, like boom.
restart. Hey, you're going to this body now.
Or you might hear you got an extra life.
Yeah.
Like
But look,
Mario.
look at how much. Look at how much your life shifts, right? Just
Daily.
throughout it, it'll just randomly shift with your entire fucking being, all the people that you're around, your entire mindset, every single thing shifts.
Mm-hmm.
Like every fucking 2 years.
It's like the cells in your body. They regrow
Yeah.
different.
Oh, dude, I bet we can time it. You know what I'm saying?
So do you think that there was a transitionary period?
Yes, fully. Yeah.
That happens
You
all the
literally
time.
will go to sleep and wake up in the next period.
That's how they get like fads and stuff in and out. You know, it's subliminal messaging and subtleness. You know,
Yeah.
of a lot of things. You know,
There
it
is, for sure.
It is a lot of random things that can happen, like butterfly effect, so to
I
speak.
was just thinking about my grandma in Player One. You know what I mean? Like, it just seems
Yeah.
like, how do they, you know, like, it's.
When you think about it,
Yeah.
so many people that you run into are just like somebody else,
Yeah,
right? We all have the same type of characters, right?
yeah. Because even though it's broad, there's only so much it could be.
That's
you
all
know?
it is.
Yeah.
There's only so much. You're gonna meet people that look just like me, like, man, that dude reminds me of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But these are just through some generations. But we don't fucking know. That's the thing. We don't.
Yeah, there was a.
And that's the hunger.
There
That's the
was
hunger.
a recent finding, I mean, that goes well beyond the Stone Age. They had found two interlocking pieces of wood and some basic tools from like 2,000 to 5,000 years before the Stone Age.
Yeah.
Like it's going to rewrite the entire history books about the Neanderthals and stuff. Like, we had intelligent beings well before we thought like
that there was intelligent beings.
Yeah, we are men. We did rock.
Yeah.
You know, they were building. You know,
way before us, and there was a
well
reset.
before we said that people were like we've
done
were
hella
dumb.
resets.
There's
Yeah.
been like
We've done hella resets.
to
We thought two
Tartarian
people were
people.
rubbing sticks to fire to create a fire.
Yeah.
Together to create a fire.
How-
But they're making buildings and shit.
and
Bro,
they've etched like
Yeah.
marble.
thousands of years
Yeah.
before what we think is the oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
like hieroglyphics. Okay, I seen one the other day. Flashlight, one of the ones that's like blue instead of yellow, so it's
Yeah.
like a LED opposed to what they used to be
Incandescent.
before. Yeah, so they held it up against the like a hieroglyphic wall in Egypt, and it went from like shining the light on this table to a quartz crystal. It's like
Huh.
in the same wall, but when you cut the light off, it was the same color.
Huh.
Like there's like, you know, that's all it went to, but it's like holy cow.
Well,
man,
then
like,
they knew some stuff.
yeah, because like we
Okay.
can't even do that, you
But
know.
think about
What
we're
materials
Only,
and-
we're only 2,000 years into our timeline
Yeah.
for Christianity. For our timeline,
right.
We're 2,000 years in, right?
Mhm.
We're going by when Jesus Christ, right? Pretty much.
Mhm.
That's what our time is. 2,000 years in. Then we say, okay, we know what, like 7,000 years.
Yeah,
But how long have we been
and then
around
we've
as
been
humans?
and we've heard
That's
millions
what,
of years
That's what
as
they're
well.
saying. This whole finding
So
has
we've been in a
rewritten,
blink of an eye.
rewritten, like what we thought of our ancestors.
And we're just going
What
off
did
of what
what did we believe in our ancestors? What were like? There's still like 60,000 years, right?
like yeah.
So if we're only 7,000 years, how many
Yeah.
times have we wiped each other?
True,
Right.
and
Right.
but too like we weren't there, so we're leading by trust that people around us haven't been fooling us with this knowledge, you know, passed down
Oh,
knowledge.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
hereditary stuff, like, you
Yeah.
know, hey man, do this, shave this way, you know,
Yeah, do all
family
this shit.
teaching family
Yeah.
that way. But then you also got to lead by the faith of like, I'm doing the right thing, right? You know, I feel good about it, you know, like so
Yeah.
to speak. You've got those two things, you know, because time.
But you're okay. So different culture.
Yeah.
Right. So in different cultures, they say it's cool to do different things.
Yeah,
Right. Mormons. Right. So if
different
we were,
culture.
If we were passed down to generations and we were all taught that,
Mhm.
right? Don't you think that there would be something inside of you that said that this is wrong?
Oh yeah, well that's how that. Okay, so that we'll take it as a line, right? So that or a string. That's how that whole
Yeah, but
string
what if
goes.
every person around you said it was cool?
Well, two though, that's the thing though is everything can't. You can't have all the same thing without something standing out, you know.
Well, that's very true.
So
Yeah.
there'd be that one frayed knot, you
Yeah.
know, opposed to. But two, that'd get everybody else to think, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's how certain things come
It's
to
usually
fruition.
how it all goes. Yeah.
Yeah, when you assess something as a whole, and then once you can look at it as an outsider insider type thing, get different perspectives, then you could like, oh,
I see it.
perfect it in a way, so to speak. You know,
Yeah.
no, it's perfect
Yeah, it takes that one guy.
except for country cooking. That's perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
that's
what-
perfect.
I
Yeah.
found the article and it says 476,000 years ago. 476,000 years
yeah.
ago. They found interlocking logs connected by a notch. That dates 476,000. And they also found like basic primitive tools. And this is over in Africa.
Yeah, it's where they say we started.
And they and that too. That's
You-
still in the
you know
same
what I
facts as
said?
millions of years.
I
though.
said we were some felons, right? Now look, we got kicked out of a different fucking planet.
Mhm.
They were like, "Fuck you guys." They threw all the way over to Earth. You know what I'm saying? There was just a few different races.
Or it could be
threw
like
them all on a boat.
the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
And we're the quadrant or whatever they're called inside the ice wall, and then the other 8 could be. You know what I mean? I mean, we don't know.
What if the rest of the universe is just waiting on us to get advanced enough to come visit?
Right? I
And they've
mean,
been pulling
they're
up.
just-
No,
yeah.
they've been pulling up.
Right, but they're waiting on us to like.
No. Because are the people that are actually in control, right? The top dogs. Are you talking about like Illuminati? And
yeah,
shit?
yeah.
But like the people that really run
They
the
can
world,
make things happen.
that
Yeah.
actually know about this shit. Dude, those guys are like, no, we're not gonna let. Think about it like this: would you let your son have a spaceship?
Before you had one.
No, I'm saying like
Well,
if you had one, you know, because if it is true and there are, if technology and aliens have landed here, we have messed with that enough
Yeah.
to where we know what the fuck and how to use it, right? Have to. And here's the thing.
That's a good point.
There's no way that they just started landing here.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we're interesting.
No fucking
We're some
way.
interesting
They were
species.
landing 8,000 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they were
Helping
building
the
pyramids.
Egyptians. Yeah, exactly.
So
hide the mermaids.
So when they were landing there, how do we know that these people that ain't living for 600-800 years? You know, it even says in the Bible that people live that long.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So
exactly.
I believe that there's people
Because
and
Moses was
families
like
that
200-300.
still live amongst these time frames, right?
Mhm.
But they dip out from the planet. Cool. You ever see, like, that's what we call slow flight. Whenever they catch them chilling, right? Whenever like the Navy or Air Force or some shit catches these fucking these beings bombing around, that's just there in slow flight. They just like popped up in the air. They're like grabbing their sandwich real quick, firing a ball. They're like, all right, let's get up out of this galaxy, and they just bomb into a black hole. Dude, promise you, what I would do, I would go to a prison and be like, hey, bro, look, you got life. You want to go check out a black hole?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go through it. If you don't die, turn back around, bomb back. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what you see. You know,
There's
or
a
at
lot of
least
ideas
bring
based on
something
that.
with it. You know,
Like Suicide Squad. That's a thing. You know, DC Universe. It's
Yeah.
all convicted felons. They're like, hey, you go fight for us.
That's what
You
I'm
know what I mean?
saying.
If you win,
Like,
we'll take a
that's-
year off your life.
like, sorry, I didn't want to say it like this, but
Yeah.
I
You
bet
ain't got
people
anything
sign
better.
up left and right.
Yeah. You ain't got nothing better to do.
Yeah, right. If
Right?
you got life in prison or go fight, you know,
Or do
whatever,
something
go-
crazy.
You can go
Like,
experiment.
you want to
Dude,
find the first
I-
megalodon? Or
if I was doing life in prison, and I knew all my appeals were dead,
yeah.
and I had nothing else going for me, and I'm 55, and they're like, you want to go explore a black hole? I'd be like, yeah. What the fuck else do I got?
Why
going
wasn't
on?
that my first option?
It's like
Yeah.
nobody's gonna know about it. No one will even know your name. All right, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Put that shit on the news.
It's like, first of all,
Let my family think I was doing something decent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
or at least like televise it because I'm a cannonball in there. You know. I'm like, what's up?
No, but I'm saying there's so many different black holes. There's so many.
Oh,
different,
yeah.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
was mentioned in the news this like I don't know if it was
That's always
last
in
week.
the fucking
They
news.
said a firefighter went from either California to New York or vice versa. But they said where they have like GPS trackers on them and stuff. That way
Yeah.
they know like where they're at and levels of buildings or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he went into a burning building here or here, but it was either
And just-
instantly.
I guess a glitch would more
Instant.
accurately.
yeah, I would call that a glitch.
Yeah.
Now that would dude we're in the simulation.
Yep.
I mean,
Like
oh
he
yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
bounced
Well,
over
they
there.
said
Right.
the collider, the
Versus
super
a black
collider,
hole?
Yeah.
CERN in 2012, the super
I've
collider,
been fucking telling people.
Geneva,
about that.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
Come- let's go.
Yep.
All right.
They just didn't. They fucking combusted all the fucking particles.
Yeah.
And remember, I told you about this
What's it
because
called?
all this crazy ass shit happened. This day that this happened, right? That like I could not.
A bunch of
explain
things
it.
happened.
Yeah.
It was a,
Since 2020, at least for me, my life has been completely different.
yeah.
Outside
Yeah.
of even my control.
Everybody.
If I lived like I lived in a town of like maybe 2,000 at the time.
Yeah.
And it was just like your typical small town in Kansas.
Yeah, yeah.
And 2020 hit, and I could not tell you the people who in that town that lost their mind, that have been like
Just
straight
randomness.
people. And
Random as fuck.
So many divorces, so much cheating. It was 20. My kids were coming home constantly, and we were a byproduct of that.
Yeah.
My family was a byproduct of that as well. So it was like
It's like a
my
poison
kids
was
were
in the
going to
air.
school, and they'd come back and be like, "Did you hear about so and so?" It's like, "Oh no, I know them. What's on?" Like, "Oh yeah, well, they're getting divorced now because." And it was like, the whole.
That was the knowledge
I
that
talked
was-
to people. Talk
that's
to people
when
about
everybody
2020
got
and what
COVID.
happened. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Everybody started
People
dying.
about what happened
We
to them
came
in
to a new
2020
fucking
and how their life
dimension.
changed. Some people will say their life was awesome. 2020 was
That's
the
what it was.
best.
Yeah.
Bro,
Best
Because it's
year.
50-50.
We went to a new dimension,
Yeah.
and they had the fucking flu.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just never had this
Well,
yet. It was a
either
new
that
one.
or that was like the
Yeah.
the boarding gift. Like when you get to Hawaii, they throw the
Oh, they
lei on
lay
you.
on you, yeah.
That could be our hey, you're here now, and this is the effects of it. So get
No,
over
you
it.
notice how all the kids get sick, like when they're born, like right after that they're getting the sniffles and everything else because they're getting adjusted to all the stuff that's in the air, all the allergens
Yeah.
and all of the stuff, viruses and bacteria.
Yeah, we
and
have
stuff.
silica dampeners now, and
Yeah.
we're not supposed to have those because what's our body break down in water? Minerals,
know
and
what
we
I'm saying?
need those.
Yeah.
And that's what comtrails. I don't know how you pronounce those,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm convinced that that's what that is because these pilots are wearing like masks, right? They can't breathe that stuff in that they're dropping. And there's people that's tested that, and they're like, hey, this is like stuff to dampen the breakdown of minerals for your for organisms, you know. And what are we? We're just a giant organism, you know. And that's
there's bioengineers that get paid stupid amounts of money to do what you're just talking
and they're when we look up and see grids and we're like, oh, it's gonna rain, it's like, no, we're gonna dry out, you know. We are, you know. That's it's no longer a larger picture. It's a bad picture now. It's not just looking at the picture for what it is. It's a bad picture.
It is,
you know, because they got that.
Dude, and our food is so fucked.
Oh my gosh,
it's so fucked.
Because that's another way to get to farmers.
We got
you know, because
we got 6 chickens now in a big ass hutch just because of.
Oh yeah.
You know,
we got our grow tents all set up and putting fucking vegetables and shit all up in
and I'm also convinced, like, you want to hear something crazy? It's another theory. I'm not gonna call it conspiracy because half of them are true. You know, that's why we have the other half.
I mean,
that
what
could
the
be
CIA
potentially
is
false.
that.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
so we'll give them a coin.
We'll give them,
you know,
I'll flip it.
all these fires.
Dude, it's true, right?
Like, I've always heard they're like, hey, no, you know, why haven't people come over here to mess with Americans? You know, because they're like, hey, the South has, you know, every one person has, you know, their Second Amendment right. Everybody's got their guns and stuff.
Yeah.
Wildfires.
Been going on forever, though.
That's kind of like burning people out, you know, because they always say, hey, we know our wilderness and our woods, like, you know, nobody from anywhere over the pond could come over here and know like we do, right? So imagine if they just burn it all down. It is far-fetched, but it's not out of the, you know.
I think it's because we have more tweakers up in there. And they're like,
I mean, and their labs are blowing up.
Yeah.
That was like the third one. Second was aliens, and like they can't crop circle trees, you know, because they
can crop dust them.
The mighty crops, they can crop dust them, But think about that though. That's not like way too out there, because if
people are
like
farming a lot less.
No,
a lot less.
Yeah,
and the ones that are, they're not. They get so impatient that they're not willing to go back to the organic roots.
Right? Yeah.
I can't talk about this like I'm studied at it, but you know I do hang out with some.
Love organics.
Right, but people get so concentrated on wanting to boost.
Yeah.
Boost. We've gotten spoiled by THC contents now because it's boosting. Versus we just talked about earlier about good old
the Acapulco Gold.
Yeah,
that's a classic. Used to stone the shit out of Cheech and Chong.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, think about that.
Yep.
And now we get, you know, we smoke it and we
it's not.
We get, I mean, we love it.
Yeah,
it's great. It's Acapulco. I'll always.
But like if we have that scale, it's like, you know.
Give me that.
But here's what I'm at. Would you want New Age Acapulco Gold? Like, to me, when we did the space runs to Acapulco, we did like the space gold ones. Because we grew it for a hot minute and we played with it in many different little variations. It was never the same. It was never good to me personally because it wasn't the original nostalgic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That, you know. But the first thing that you tell anybody, right, or they show you, the first thing they say is how weak it is.
Yeah.
They're like, it's probably not that strong, but you know, and you're like, damn, you're right. I've been smoking exotics this whole fucking time, and you're smoking the 32 and 33%. Then you got concentrates in your dabs, and then you know what I'm saying. Even just your fucking it's all readily available.
Yeah.
So that shit just kills your fucking tolerance. Like no fucking tomorrow.
It's like what even is that anymore?
Straight.
Like you got a moon rock,
Yeah.
and it like takes your tolerance and Kobe.
The whole industry needs a tolerance reset.
Yeah.
Everybody go back to let's go back to organic and like let's give everybody a.
I mean, that would be.
But there's so many people. That's why you know, and no offense, I don't like me. I always said the people that use the concentrates would use hard drugs, right?
Yeah.
They're like, damn, if you'll smoke that, you've probably done meth before, you know what I'm saying, or like you're still doing it, you know.
Purist. I love flower.
But to me, like you gotta get a rig. It's legit. It's a fucking rig.
Yeah, because it's
bam. You're smoking dope now. You're smoking dope now. You're in a whole nother thing.
You know what I mean?
That even shit looks like some old crank.
Under your bed with a crack torch, just getting this quartz.
It's like you know what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Because like you know you hate to break out everything, and you're like, it's just weed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And they're like, what are you doing?
Not.
You know.
But you know, there's people that like run out, right? So think about like back in the day, right, in high school and shit. You run out, you scrape your pipe and pull the resin out. You're like, oh, look at the resin, and then you fucking put that on something and burn it.
Yeah.
Get you 10 times higher.
Right.
Right. It always got you way more lit, right? But now, if you were like pulling out your foil and your torch and shit, and you were like scraping your pipe for that concentrate, Like, if you were just to watch it, not know what the drug was,
Just be an outsider.
right? Just be a complete outsider, never seen it in your life, and you see this person scraping this thing,
You freaked
Well,
out.
that's
putting
black
that in
tar.
there, and putting the torch on there, and then hitting it and falling, be like, hell yeah. You could be like,
I just witnessed somebody smoking crack.
Is that black tar?
you know what I'm
heroin
saying?
got
Like,
there?
what are you
He's dead.
doing? Yeah, he's dead. He's fucking dead. No, but
He worked so hard for it.
so like to me that image was always there. So like
Yeah.
I immediately was like, no, I'm straight. They'd be like, bro, it's fire. I'm like, yeah, I know. Just
Because it's still dirty.
I wanted to roll a joint, bro.
Because when you got you something like it's kind of feel dirty.
Yeah, you're like, what kind of propane you make this with? You know?
What I think has gained more popularity is the e-cigs or the little vapes.
Oh, the
Yeah.
vapes, yeah.
Fucking people
Like
love.
disposables,
Yeah.
screw-ons. Yeah.
Now, see, I do like those because of convenience.
Convenience.
Right, of course.
It's
Boom.
fucking convenient.
And a lot of it's still, it's
And
concentrate.
dude, it's and I'm still from the old school era to where it's like I can't ride around with a bowl and a bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
dude,
different.
I'm an adult, man. I got kids, and like,
Yeah.
I just can't have them open up my center
All that,
console, and
yeah.
I just got the bag and the bowl, and I'm like, I know what.
Well, and too, like,
You know?
not just bagging a bowl, but like a grinder. You know, I always did just push it in there, but
Yeah.
once
Now
you
the
start-
grinder's a little different. It's the bowl that you know. So I will, if I know that I'm going on a trip.
Yeah.
I'm bringing a backpack, and I'll throw some fucking trees in with the grinder and papers. That's
Yeah,
it. Grinder,
okay, yeah.
papers, trees. That's it. Because you could just, and then you could fire it up, and you can
Yeah.
smoke on that motherfucker and chuck it like a cigarette.
Yeah.
I
on the
broke this
road,
shit up by
You know what I'm
hand.
saying?
Yeah.
It's a son of a bitch when you got stinky ass glass piece.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's
And
hard to get a cone though while you're driving on the interstate.
I'm not doing a
I
cone.
always do cones.
But I
You
can
can't
twist
roll.
that bitch in 2 seconds.
Dude.
I'm only smoking half of
I
it.
can't.
But whenever I travel, it's like even when we went to Hawaii, I only took papers in the weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I broke it up by hand and I rolled in the
See, I
papers.
tried
There
that.
was no.
And every time I do, it's just like it just looks like feta cheese. It never
Okay.
breaks up. It's still
Smokes
together.
itself.
And I'm like, I get it done. And it looks like a bass. You
Yeah.
know, smallmouth,
Yeah.
a big old pregnant belly and a tail, and then I can see through it.
My
You
God,
know?
it will still get you.
I'm like,
It
come
will
on.
still get you.
No, as soon as you light it,
That's
it's
all I'm
like,
saying.
straight to your throat. Paper. The bud falls out. Paper back in your throat. Yeah. You try to chug
That's
some
the
water.
struggle.
That's why
Oh,
you don't roll.
shit.
You know?
That's
They're
why you
like,
need to chill them.
what you got, Chessie?
You
I'm
need a
like,
little chillin'.
3 balls.
No, dude, see, I can't do chillums.
No. I
Right?
got that one.
No, dude, all right. Go to East Oakland with a chillum. Fire it up a chill. Hey, bro, can I hit that shit, man?
Yeah. What you-
No, hell no. You even put it up, too. You're like,
Well, see, that's the thing.
Right.
I've always held it like that because I'm immediately gonna cough after it. I just,
no. I like to do it like full-blown flagrant on a... I twist it all the way up there.
yeah. Like, hey, man,
I even moved the thing.
you don't want to smoke?
Smoke it like a real crack pipe.
Yeah, right. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do all that.
You gotta do it all the way. They be like, "You're smoking crack for real," and I'm like, "Look, bro, it's weed."
Yeah, it's weed.
You know.
It's
You
concentrated.
want some?
Hey, you know what a crackhead told me one time? He said, "You know the difference between me and you?" I said, "What's up?" He said, "You'll pack a bowl and you'll hit it and you'll pass it around to all your friends. If I pack a bowl, ain't a motherfucker hitting it. And if he asks to hit, I'm gonna hit him. Motherfucker, this is my pipe."
Right?
I was like, "Damn, all right." Well,
Crackheads,
I'm not gonna smoke crack.
You know, right? They're their own people.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
They're like, I do anything for $20. I'm like, you about to paint
Dude,
a house.
it's
you got to
always-
paint a house.
You know?
It's always the fear, man. I watch, these shows on TV and we see people with real issues with this. We were watching. I come across a show called Tweaker Hunters on YouTube.
Oh, that's sad.
What?
Tweaker Hunters.
That
is
is
what it's called.
sad.
And they find these
Bum
tweakers,
Fights was great,
They
but-
Bum
find,
fights was
they
great.
find these tweakers and they just call them out. They have a whole interview with them. It's like they're kind of making fun of them,
Yeah.
and then they offer them. It always seems kind of backhanded, but they offer them like, "Do you want us to take you down to the
Like
to the
mission or
or
something?
whatever?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always like, "No, no, no." But the way they bring it up is always like, just kind of
Like
backhanded.
suicided in a
Yeah,
way.
not like they really care. Like,
Yeah.
hey, dude, But it's,
Views.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. And I watched like, I got sucked into it and I thought, Jesus, this is shitty.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but I mean, look at our society.
But it gave me
I
two
mean,
different perspectives.
This is
though.
America.
It gave me two different perspectives. If you can overlook, some dude trying to be a dickhead,
Yeah.
and look through it to these people who have these real problems, it's like, man, if that kind of reality doesn't scare you straight,
Especially for using. Yes.
Yeah.
I think that
because most of it's like fentanyl and meth. Like people are even mixing the two.
and doing it like it's fucking horrible. The homeless is fucking out of control.
It's
you know what I'm saying? It is. It really is. But do you know what? What do you do? Right? Now
You do what you can.
here's the
gotta
shittiest
swim.
part about it, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the people that are there don't have families, right? They got a shitty end of the stick. They tried some drugs and ended up getting addicted. You know what I'm saying? And then they didn't know which route to take. Nobody was there to guide
And they
them.
just kept progressing.
And so they just kept.
Yeah.
So as they keep on keeping on, then they're just fucked, right?
And that's all they know.
And then no, but once you get down, dude, you don't think you're getting back up. There's such to where you're like, I've given up because your mother had given up, your father had given up, your sister and brother had given up. So you don't have any other family. So if everybody had already given up on you, you're gonna give up as well, right? It's just a broken spirit. So you'll be around people that have given up as well, and you're just going to use and people just deteriorate themselves into the ground. And after they get to a certain point, and there's that threshold to where you're like, I really can't tell that she's even using, but then you look at her when she's like 45 or like 30s, and she looks like she's 45, and you're like, damn. And a lot of people will immediately say, all right, your hope is over with, right? But they didn't even understand. Like, I didn't understand shit till I hit my 30s. Right? So if I was a drug addict, I would have continued on that path until I was well into my 30s. Right? Now that I'm into my 30s and I'm realizing shit, I would be looking for help, but people would look at me and be like, oh, Bubba, I would help you out if you were 21.
But right now?
But right now, you've been going your entire life and you're 38. You know what I'm saying? 50. And that's how they're gonna operate, you know.
Right.
Espresso's fire
though. It is how they're gonna operate.
But that's how.
But it's up to until someone comes along to break the cycle. I have always believed 1,000% is you are who you're hanging out, who your company is, and for those people, the company that they keep all want to do the same thing, all have the same mindset.
Yeah.
So and nobody in a group wants to see the other person succeed more than them. So they're always going, if that guy's doing well, let me give him a little extra, meth tonight or something. Just anything they could do to bring that person down. Be like, because you're not doing better than I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have more money. You can't have more drugs. What the hell with that? So until you get out of that cycle and start like...
We're not going to get out of that cycle anytime soon.
I think it's up to that person. Because these...
Well, no, it's a community.
Yeah.
It's a community because there's so... All right, so this is where the fucking winners leave. You know what I'm saying? And this is where the winners fucking go. Because you got a circle, right? And you got... It doesn't matter what fucking circle it is. You're going to have 2 or 3 of them people, if not more, trying to downgrade you, right? Just like you were saying. So you got to kick that fucking entire circle and roll the fuck out and leave. Get into an entire... And that's uncomfortable as fuck. That make you feel disloyal. It'll make you feel like you're doing something wrong. Like, why am I not sticking with this person? Because then you'll look back and be like, oh, maybe it's me.
You'll start questioning your loyalty.
You'll start.
Just because you know they're a cancer. And I'm sorry, but I don't want to affect my life with that. No offense to you. There's plenty of people who love you out there. But you're not for me.
I gotta grow.
But it helps, but it doesn't help whenever those people are just, when they get off and they, no matter how much you've helped them, and they question your loyalty and they talk crap about you, like you did nothing but pick them up the whole time.
Well, too, that's them not being able to cope with themselves the way they are when they put you down, because they're giving you what they're like, hey, all this, but that's them.
But see, a lot of people like myself, you guys, would be in the same empathetic, and automatically, just as human nature, would reflect on yourself. Right? And you'd be like, damn, did I make a wrong move? Did I make the wrong decision? Did I act?
That's the conscience.
And and that's the conscience. So then, but you know that they're a cancer, and you know that these individuals are like bad for you. So as you're trying to grow, that is that threshold you gotta fucking roll past. But that, and see, then it goes back into where the people are, right? So if I'm pushing past these people because I'm trying to progress my life, I'm trying to get into my next level, I'm trying to get up to the next level, because I can't help you with your mask until I don mine. You know what I'm saying?
It wouldn't be fair.
It wouldn't be fair. So as I'm trying to get to this next level, I see people that have already completely fell off. But I know that person would be a great opportunity for my life, because everybody comes into your life at certain points. And then you see that person, but you're automatically going to have that reservation, because you're going to be like, damn, you're 38 or, you know, whatever your age is, and being like, you're here, you know. But I can see that you've had a fucked up past, right? And like, you're like, I want to trust you, but there's going to be this reservation.
It's like a safeguard, you know, for you though.
But here's the other kicker. Now you already got a reservation. Now you're not even going to give this person that full talent, would, because if they could fully express themselves, maybe they were great. Right? Fully express themselves, they were great, but you're going to cap it. You're going to cap it, and you're going to keep it at this, because you're like, I'm not trying to get fucked up again.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
A leader knows how to expose the good.
Fully.
You know what I mean?
Oh, fully.
In that person, you know, like if
they'll
you
point it out.
And it just takes that person coming into contact with that leader that could be like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're intelligent. You are super intelligent. You've done all these things, but you're smoking crack. Like, what the hell? Knock that shit off. But they won't listen.
No.
You know, so it's like,
because crack's good to them.
Yeah, right.
You know?
I mean, it's pretty fire. This shit's fire as hell.
Crack.
Never tried it.
Yeah.
No, neither have I. I just know it is, because people like.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
have to consume it.
I mean, Bob Saget sucked dicks for it, so I mean.
South Park's made a couple good episodes.
That's all I was saying. Like, they've created New Jack City, bro.
Yeah, right.
Think about it. Great movie.
You're right. We got a lot of comedy from
That's what I'm saying. Snowfall. Come on.
What's his name on Friday? The Santa that stole all the stuff.
Dude, ain't nobody gonna know his name.
It was the third.
The Santa?
Yeah,
Santa Claus, he was a crackhead, yeah.
He was wearing Day-Days.
Yeah, how you get robbed twice on Christmas?
Da-da, that's nice.
Da-da. Oh my gosh, dude, Alex has never seen those.
Dude,
and I was like, what is wrong with you? I think her parents had to beat her.
She's from around here, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But see, I got to watch them. They're like, what are you watching? I'm like, Friday. They're like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. You know?
Lauren knows more of that movie than I do. I think
she's from Florida.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, they played that when the substitute teacher came in the class. You know what I'm saying?
If y'all are good now.
I bring it up and she starts throwing out quotes, and I'm like, okay. You know,
hell yeah.
I'm going to have to rewatch it again.
Oh, dude, drop a book by her. Watch, she'll duck. Right? Yeah, she.
Like, I was quoting in 6th grade, like, Day-Day, that crazy girl out here keeping your car again.
Oh, yeah. Fucking right with the cookies.
Like, are you watching that movie? I'm like, yeah, girl.
Yeah, girl. That's just too funny.
It's good, though.
Yeah, it is good. They were going to make another one, weren't they?
Yeah.
And then a bunch of bull jive happened and all this other stuff. Well, I think there's too much politic bullshit in Hollywood. Yeah, it's fucking trash.
Well, because you got some people that are wholeheartedly still want to be actors. And you got the Illuminati that wants to make them do this
pedophiles.
dog and pony show. Yeah.
All the pedophiles.
Yeah.
That's a whole other topic.
It is.
You know what I mean? Like, how can we fix that cancer in our society when we have people at the highest level that
they can?
That's your
divvy out
that
cancer.
Yeah.
They're like,
we talk about people, family with wealth that can just, you know, they don't have to worry about a sandwich because a sandwich just exists for them.
Yeah.
And they
it's almost like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad.
Yeah.
It is.
sad. What's crazy is the people that we think are rich, they consider broke still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
People they know.
It's the people they know.
Yeah.
Is there always an Illuminati no matter what tax?
Yeah, exactly.
Does Donald Trump going, if it wasn't for those damn...
I was like, yeah, right.
Whatever.
There was like some, I don't know for 100%, like, I know for 50%, but it was a billionaire who had like probably like 680 some billion, you know, and they're like, hey, he could give one person or everybody in the world $1 million, right? And he'd still be like number 3 billionaire in the world.
No, it's impossible.
No, it was like $1 million. Yeah, you give everybody $1 million. That's
do you know how much $1 million is?
Yeah, but do you know how far away 1 million is?
From a billion?
From 1 billion?
It's 1,000. It's 1,000 million.
Well, let's put it this way: 1 million seconds is like what? 3 days. 1 billion seconds is 37 years.
Yeah, I understand. I understand the difference.
Like,
right?
But he'd still be a billionaire. And those standards.
Daily income.
Fuck no.
Yeah, no. Like 400 and some $billion.
Okay, let's just say he had 900 billion.
Because there's 7.9 billion
so
people. So
900 billion, right?
Yeah.
Is 900,000 millions.
Yeah.
Right? 900,000 millions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So 900,000 is Only 900,000. He can only give $1 million to 900,000 people.
But he's got billions though.
900 billion.
Yeah, 900
Right.
billion versus 1 million.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
$1 million, right, is 1 billion dollars.
Yeah.
Is 1,000 million.
1
right?
million.
So if he has 900 billion, right, he has 900,000 millions,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So this is just basic numbers, right? So 900,000.
For numbers there.
So he has 900,000 millions. So $1 million check. This is $1 million check.
Yeah.
He has 900,000 of them. That gives him his 900 billion.
That's still crazy though. Like this statistic was on like it was just.
No, it's a huge stretch for sure.
Yeah.
Right? But he could only give 900,000 people $1 million before he's broke. Right? He couldn't even give the city of Sacramento everybody $1 million. He'd be broke.
Yeah, because there's like 7.9 billion people.
But if you gave them all 10 grand, that's a whole different story. You know what I'm saying?
What the numbers was, but it was an astronomical. Like this dude's like,
Yeah.
He's
this
so
famous
rich that he can make a difference in a whole
in
lot of
everyone's
people's
life.
lives.
Oh,
yeah, and
yeah,
then he'd
fully.
still be here. You know.
Fully. Hell yeah.
If they're investors, what's to say they're not making, could be making millions a day or something like that?
Well,
to
I
keep
mean-
that.
Yeah, to never lose it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Well,
like it's a tax.
By tomorrow, I could just,
Yeah.
But I mean, if you had that type of money, then you just run the fucking country like, Elon
It's
Musk
yours.
type shit. Yeah. So, I mean, you really just do whatever the fuck you want. You could change whatever you want. If somebody in your life was having any type of fucking progress, fucking
Millionaire
stopping, I'd be like, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Let me juice
like
you up.
they're
You know what I'm saying?
privatizing.
here's your
peace.
family wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't, I would 100% go and fix up and help out third world countries to make sure that they got running water and
Yeah.
places to live.
That's what Mr.
Right?
Beast is doing right now.
Oh yeah, but I wouldn't dedicate my entirety to other individuals. I would focus my shit on my dynasty,
Yeah.
and how I can get my family and my people correct, right? Teach them good laws, teach them good morals and standpoints, so that they can build the same amount of wealth.
Yeah,
Because
and that'll
if
go
they're
on.
of my blood, they probably have of my mind.
Yeah.
So I would imagine that they would have some sort of me creating from them, so they could take some of my knowledge along with my blood and fucking help out in the same fashions that I was doing.
Yeah, and that
You know,
legacy
and-
is just.
Yeah.
It's a good moral legacy.
Yeah.
And you could guarantee that.
That's what I would prefer to do if I had that generational wealth. Because in the same token, people don't give a fuck about you.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
You handpick your wife, you know what I mean, just because of, genetics and...
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you want.
There's still like places in the world that's out of touch with modern day stuff, and those people they don't get sick and stuff, but it's only because their community, they stay within it, type thing.
Oh yeah.
I'd always kind of had the thought of we spend more time weakening our immune system with different things, so when we're exposed to different things, it hits us way worse.
Dude.
I've not had my
fully.
and now every result's there. Everybody's different. For me, I haven't had my COVID shot. I haven't had any kind of booster or
I don't
anything
do
like
none of
that.
that shit.
I haven't messed with any of it. Matter of fact, when I was in the middle of chemo, chemo when it's at your worst was at the height of the pandemic, and they were locking people down, and I was in such a bad spot that I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I was going to every truck stop that I could along the interstate. And truck stops are nasty.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gas pumps are nasty.
Yeah.
And granted, people can call it luck or whatever it is. I could die tomorrow from it, I guess. But I could die tomorrow from a common cold or an asteroid can fall off the ceiling right now.
Or aneurysm
yeah.
or heart attack in the shower.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah. Literally anything.
That happened
You know what I'm
last week.
saying?
The dude, 31, had a heart attack in the shower. I didn't know him personally, but I knew a friend of a friend.
Okay, so my stepfather, my mom's dude, he died very recently. And when I went over to his house a couple hours after he passed, I was looking at his medications and his lifestyle. And I was like, son of a bitch. Dude drank a couple Monsters, had crazy heart medications. He was on a plethora of pills. He has insane regimens.
Yeah.
And liquor. I'm like, drank every day, on top of drinking Monsters and these
That's a
energy
bomb
drinks,
right
on top of all of this, you're taking all of these heart medications.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need to wonder or guess how you did this.
It's just waiting to go off.
You was just waiting. I was like, he knew he was gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, he knew before this happened. And I'm thinking to myself, and you look back at the people that have previously passed away in your life, and you're like, they knew.
Yeah.
Right? Because you have to know.
Yeah,
I feel like
I have said it how
I
many
feel
times.
like people know the day that they're gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, and it's inevitable.
Yeah.
So like, when you are gonna die, you know, right? And then you go, you know, because I don't know.
I've
I
said
just
so many times, like,
It's a calming piece,
with
I guess.
PTSD and everything. It's like you get so afraid of how do you know you're not going to wake up and it'll be your time? You know what I mean? Like, you know, even if we're relating to suicide, it's like you have to know.
You
like,
have to know.
In order to, I mean, I've been close, but Lord, close isn't pulling the trigger or you know whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like to make that conscious decision, you have to.
Dude, that's an insane.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It is.
But how do we know it's just not the simulation? And they're like, all right, hey, bro, it's your time.
It's
and they'll just be like, oh, we're just gonna run you through depression for a week.
You just hear that it's your time, and then they just type in accept it, hit enter, and then that's the input. You know?
Yep, and then it's over with. Yeah.
Because you got some people that are like, okay, and you got some people like, I'm going to fight back, because that is another token. You know, you get down to your lowest.
We live in like a Westworld scenario.
Yeah.
You watch that?
I haven't. No, but Alex has been trying to get me to watch it.
Yeah.
It's not like all drama thing, is it?
No, it's just. It's pretty good. You know,
Is it?
It's not like something you're gonna find on ABC or anything. You know, it
Well, she
definitely
tried
has-
making me watch Outlander, and I started getting into that. And I was
can't
like,
even
oh
make
fuck,
it. I
come
couldn't
on.
even make it for the first episode of Outlander.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
You're
We're
right.
watching Naruto.
Or like a heavenly biscuit.
We're watching Naruto. You know? And Pokemon, guys. Alright, I got a tattoo of a superhero. Real life scares me. I'm just kidding.
You know what I'm saying? Real life scares me. I don't
we're-
play that shit. Hell no.
I'm the kid
I
out of
respect that though, you know? Fuck. I wish I could get there.
That's
You know,
how I
she
know
wants
I'm
to talk
hanging
about
out with my
feelings and
brother's
everything else.
generation. Because even though my brother and I aren't too far apart, I remember the Pokemon, like when it first came out. I was just of the age where I was like, nerd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But my brother was collecting the
And
shit
I was
out
at
of
the
it.
age that I was like
Yeah.
collecting them all.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I fast forward 30 some years in life, and I meet him, and he's got this. And I mean, even giving the
Yep.
birthday presents
Yep.
of these Pokemon cards. And I'm like,
Right?
damn, who's the nerd now?
They're
That's
back.
like the train that
Yeah.
I rode here.
Right.
Yeah.
This thing's worth how much?
It's
Yeah.
like
Oh my
it's
God.
like that Xbox the reel on Facebook where the guy walks in and he's like, "What's up, bro?" And he's like sitting there playing. And he's like, and the mom introduced him because it's the new stepdad, right? And he like comes in, he's like, "Hey son, if you want to hang out or talk," he's like, "No, I'm good, bro." And then he looks at him and goes, "Or how about is it Sniper 1876?" He's like, "I haven't used that name in years." He's like, "I told you I'd come fuck your mom."
That's it. That's it.
He's like, after all these years, like,
Now that's real Call of Duty.
yeah, it's a real Call of Duty. I was like,
Oh
damn.
man, that's
Real
I was
life
in those
scares
lobbies.
me.
Yeah,
I was in
remember
those
that,
lobbies.
you know?
Dude, I
a
put those on.
PTSD too.
Dude, people were probably using it. Fucking fact.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I got a buddy that's like, I'm on my way. And they're like, what? And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck your dad. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
dude.
that changed,
And I'm just like,
that changed the whole generation.
yeah,
Oh, it did.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
changed.
it did.
You know, like
And kids suck at cussing now.
Oh my god, yeah.
No, kids suck.
I got
Oh,
a
like,
friend the
dude.
other day just for fun. And
Bro,
he's just
I'm like
to-
listening into him on the other, like, and he's like, "Bro, that was not slay, K."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Don't say you can't rhyme stuff that rhymes with gay. You know, that's insensitive. He's like, "Sorry, bro, but that just totally didn't slay." And I'm like, "The fuck? What about your mom's a whore?"
Yeah, right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And wait, give me 5 fat mama jokes.
Yeah.
You know, give me anything.
Or just
Dude, that was the
some-
best one.
I'm sweaty, you know?
Yeah.
I remember going all the way back to Xbox 360.
Bro, on the
And
360,
and
I was
when-
Googling jokes
It was-
to say.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I was trying to play it. You guys were telling
Yeah.
me shit. I'm like, disconnect headphones.
First thing, I wasn't good, so I had to be good at something.
See, and then
Joey.
I was the rocket launcher guy that everybody called noob.
Noob, yeah.
This fucking noob is in the game again. I'm just like, foo, 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 just
No, you remember Black
dropping them
Ops?
the whole
When I
time.
found PUBG when it first came out.
PUBG's
though.
what's
Now,
up.
I played some PUBG.
That
That was
When it
PUBG.
first came out, it was
Yeah.
great.
Oh man, yeah.
I don't know
It was
what
First
PUBG
time
is.
in.
It's pretty good. It was made by like 3 or 4 college students, like 30 grand, like maybe
Really?
8 years ago or
It
whatever.
was, it was like, I know that. What's the cartoon version? Fortnite.
Yeah, right.
I didn't like it because the graphics. It was so
Huh.
stupid.
It's
When,
cartoon.
when PUBG came along, it was real life
little-
graphics.
yeah.
You know, like
Mhm.
real.
Oh,
weapons
so
and shit.
wait, how long
Jump
has
out of the
Fortnite been
sea
out?
Fortnite, yeah. We need a laptop.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Google.
How long has it been?
How long has Fortnite been out?
Google's been listening to our podcast this whole fucking time.
2017.
Okay, so
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's not long.
Fucking 6 years?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And it's advanced so far, you know.
I've never played it.
But okay,
But I do pick on my son a lot about it.
Call of Duty is, you know, it's got it. Next time you see Joe, because I know you're going to, ask him about tomahawks in Black Ops, because it didn't matter. The game starts, right? Team deathmatch, and it's just, and you just see Shankster, and it kills somebody.
Yep.
Because that was always been.
Oh,
the
dude,
game.
you could always run out and do it. See,
Yeah.
I still do it with the grenade
He's
though
like,
on
Mountain
Nuketown. Oh, I still know it. At Nuketown, I got that frag.
Newtown, that's what's up.
I'll go all the way back to the second deployment when we were linking LAN cables to Xboxes playing Halo 1.
Yes.
That's what's
The
up.
Fuck
first
yeah.
Halo, talking shit in a room. We're not over headsets.
Yeah.
We're- We got LAN cable ran everywhere, so we
Yeah.
just hook
Cool.
up internet, and we're sitting there, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
It's like, you got
That's
that
when
stupid
the-
ass-
you
got
had
that
to mail
stupid
in
ass
the your
sword
mama
that
jokes.
Just comes through and just,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
You had to have your friend mail you in the your mama jokes. They're all
that's
listed
like-
out. Hey, your fucking mom's so fat.
Yeah.
or you're so offended because you don't know how to, you just throw the fucking remote at him. It's like, dude, you could cuss me back or
Yeah.
something.
Damn.
No.
Now you ruined the fun for
It's like,
everybody.
yeah.
I'm the last controller. Pile of 12 controllers broken.
Broke.
Put them together.
You call me a bitch. I don't like that.
They can see you work on dashboards.
You call me one back.
Those were the good days.
See if you can put all 12 together and make one good one.
Right.
Yeah, we were all playing Xbox, and I parked my car, and they came and booted it. Right, we were getting drunk as shit. Right, I'm not gonna tell the whole story because there's a lot more to it. And I don't want to talk about. But I went downstairs, and I was mad that he fucking booted my fucking car. So I was drunk, so I whipped it out and started pissing on the boot. But I was drunk, talking shit while pissing on the boot. So now I'm peeing all over the car. I'm like, you fucking fat piece of shit, motherfucker's bullshit boot on it. How you like that, huh? He's like, you're pissing on your car. And I was like, oh, fuck. Well, I might as well finish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like,
And then he just walks down
damn.
the street and hits every car.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's what I
man,
should have, dude.
you wait till
Fuck
I
your
come
boot.
back.
Yeah.
I'm almost done.
Yeah. There's a white car. Got a big old yellow stain on there.
It goes to the next car, you just slide over and start pissing on it. Like, yeah.
That could be a
whose car
funny
is it?
skit, man.
Dude, these apartments were the funniest ones because this is when I found out that the extenders, you can extend headphone jacks,
yeah.
and you can get like a 30-footer.
Yeah.
So I'd have the iPod, the little first one, hooked up all the way to the car, and I'd have the car running with the trunk open, and I'm over here on the sidewalk and we're playing fucking cards and drinking 40s,
That's what's up.
and I'm like, damn, this dude, he lived across the fucking way, and he had this little Saturn, and he would always come in thumping, right? And you had to just come in super slow. Well, there was these 3 girls walking in, right? And I don't fucking know how old they were, but probably of age. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they were walking in looking like a little whatever, and this dude thinks he's fucking slick, right? So he revs it up. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a fucking Saturn. So it's probably gonna, I don't know,
Like
go
a
sideways.
weed eater.
Yeah, yeah. Like, he fucking he tries to like give it a little to
Yeah.
it, right? And he fucking lets go and he goes, what? It goes completely fucking sideways and smacks the curb, right? And I'm sitting there just drinking a 40 and smoking a cigarette, and I'm like, this could be great. He fucking slides right out, smacks the curb, pops both of his fucking tires, right? His wife is sitting on the fucking porch, right, watching this, comes out, starts yelling at him, what the fuck you trying to show off for these fucking bitches? Da 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 da. Because he like pulled up and he was doing like the whole boom, 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 flexing. And then he's like, whoa! And then like the whole thing went sideways. You could tell he was like, oh fuck! Because he smacked that curve and he was like, shh, his fucking wife goes down, starts yelling and shit. And I'm like, this is great. I love these apartments.
When I want it to.
This was so much better than phones.
When you can see the organic,
You know, you
Right?
watched it,
Nothing
like,
beats that.
I would have totally filmed it, but
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No,
I think we
just-
started
I come
flips.
from a generation where people film things, you get caught.
Yeah, that
This
was a bad
is the
thing.
truth. Yeah.
Man, if it was on film.
Oh, yeah.
It was bad.
Hell yeah.
It's like,
No,
you
not
don't
nowadays.
record it,
Yeah,
you know?
No, not nowadays.
Yeah.
Hell no, you can sell that shit to
It's
TMZ
like
and be a
the
hero.
person is dying,
Yeah.
and it's like, are you okay?
It's like, pull your phone out.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Right.
Riff Raff's got fireworks
Right.
and cans.
Well, that's
Get
legit.
away from the house.
Get away from the house. Yep. And we got kids out here.
Yeah.
Well, we
And
better not
everybody's
take them
like-
in.
Everybody's like, is he lit it?
Yeah. Because Jerry, go.
Yeah.
Send the guy with the mullet. He'll get it.
Dude, that was a good day.
That was fun.
Or
That was
the other
very
guy
fun.
that had fucked with mortars his whole life, and
Yep.
like throws one and sets everything on fire.
I mean, that happens
Yeah,
too. You
that-
can go, all your 4th of July is perfect. You know, we had one, I don't know, like, but Joe does, right? There was one day.
Dude, that's my favorite thing to do.
It fell and went into a car that had its window down.
That
right?
always happens.
And then like car alarms happen. You know, like 10 seconds later, everybody's cool. All the rest of them started shooting like apartment, cars.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
like it was like a bomb scene, like crazy. Pirates of the Caribbean, that
Oh,
fireworks.
fuck.
Reverse terror.
Dude, it was, and I'm laying down under the car.
Yeah.
Because that was the only safe place at the time.
That
you know?
usually just happens. So whenever I get like the big box fountains, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If you buy them in a package,
Mhm.
right, they're probably fucked up, right? But if you buy the single, then you're gonna be good,
Yeah,
right? So
Exactly.
I've always noticed this because I started doing the ones inside the big package, and I'll launch that big one, and I noticed them fuckers will bounce.
Okay.
And then it'll go boom to the side, and then it's fucking shooting at you. Once it's on the side, it's just fucking over with.
Right.
Dude, I almost killed Paco like 3 times.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
Shoot.
And I understand why he doesn't come over
That
with
was a
fireworks
good time.
anymore.
It's
That
like,
was a really
did
good
you
time.
die? I
Did
mean,
you
Thousands
die?
of dollars in fireworks. Are you ever going to be able to? No.
You know what I'm saying? No, but that's I
Fireworks are
love
crazy,
it.
dude.
I love fireworks.
I mean, they're
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're so much
yeah.
fun.
But still, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. What do they say? You should always buy your fireworks from somebody who's missing a finger. Yeah. If your fireworks dealer's not missing a finger, don't fuck with them.
Yeah, don't mess with that.
They were like, tell me which ones are good. Well, those ones.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Bowie.
That one,
All right, now. He comes wheeling up.
it's like on Brickleberry.
Oh yeah,
Jerry.
dude. Oh, dude. If they have fucking Vietnam anything, run it.
Yeah.
Run it. If they come walking up. They got a Vietnam hat on, Vietnam shirt on. You're like,
Just
I need
hands
all my
you-
fireworks from you.
Just hands you a
I've been
non.
saving this grand finale since Nam, and it's a fucking Claymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it does have bolts in
Just hands
it.
it to you and it just says like front towards the enemy.
Yeah.
Right.
The fucking wick is this big. You're gonna have to tie something to that.
Yeah, where's the clacker?
He just hands you what's undeniably just a stick of dynamite, you know.
Dude, the fucking this is the funniest thing. So somebody brings me a cell phone detonator for. Have you seen those?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the
Like you
cell
call
phone
it and it
detonator?
just
Yeah. So you just it's an app now. It's a lot easier, but
It used to be Nokia, the brick phones.
yep. But this is when the Taliban were doing it with IEDs.
Yeah.
Now we got the same technology for fireworks. So you just go and hook up the firework, and then you just press the button on the app, and it lights it off for you.
There's different sequences and
Right.
all that crap.
And I'm like, dude, we've been fucking avoiding these since 2001. We could have made a fucking killing.
Right.
I mean like that.
Yeah, yeah. Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, crazy is wrong. But I'm just saying, like, we could have made a lot of money.
Marketing.
I was like, why have we not thought about that? This is 2023. You mean to tell me fucking war's been going on for 20 years?
Yeah.
And we never took that one idea?
Or either that or they've just been waiting for it. You know, they got him waiting like, okay, we got it now.
Yeah, he's like, we have to wait till Biden released the pad.
Now
Yeah.
they're putting this shit on drones now.
That's insane. Yeah, the capabilities what drones can do nowadays.
There's been several attacks in the Middle East from drones that's ran by the Taliban with bombs.
Oh yeah.
And it's
they've been doing that like a motherfucker.
Like what kind of drones we talking?
I mean, think about this: search and rescue. Search and rescue. They could pick up like fucking 40 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
But two, what's stopping them from like Claymore on the ground and front towards the enemy?
Yeah, front towards the enemy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You pull up asking for a light. Hey, bro, the wick went out.
Yeah.
A light.
They literally live by that. I mean, they don't need a person to have life in prison to go be like, you want to do something dumb? You're probably going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, oh, hot dog, motherfucker, let's go.
Hell yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we need to try out.
See,
So you want to play Call of Duty in real life?
I would immediately be like, hey, look, real quick. I know that you guys like promised me like 70 virgins. But is there any way I could just get 2 for the night?
Yeah.
And then I'll
me too?
I'll take the 68 when we get there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even asking for half up front.
Right.
Just fucking 2. You know what I'm saying? And I want to pick them. And I don't want them virgins. I want them sluts.
Yeah.
Like full blown sluts.
But two.
Because what the fuck is a virgin gonna do?
Yeah.
We're gonna read together? I'm fucking cool. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
never know. Monopoly.
Monopoly.
Got scrambled.
Yeah, dude, got Connect 4.
Yeah.
That's a badass game.
Right?
Yeah. But if I'm about to die,
Foursquare.
I will play Foursquare if I was about to die.
Yeah.
But not Scrabble.
I mean, you gotta think about it. I mean,
Fuck
Which
that.
is a good icebreaker, though.
It is. But you want both of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It is a good icebreaker. Hey, try this Molly.
So we play
all
Connect 4.
starfishes.
And
Yeah.
you're really good at board games.
Yeah.
So let's try this game.
Yeah. You're
Would
going to
you
play
like
with my
some
pawn.
pegs?
We're going to build a castle.
yeah.
Son of a bitch. Well, we got work to do, my friends.
Always.
We have work to do. I appreciate you guys coming on.
Always
It's cool.
a pleasure.
Somebody flaked on us, and we were going to have a conversation, but, you know, that's how life goes.
You like cornflakes?
Making lemonade, motherfucker.
Hey!
Lemonade.
Dude, I seen that he was like, if life gives you lemons...
Make beef stew.
No, he said, fuck that. He said, what you do is you start marketing those lemons, right? And you make lemons the new fucking thing. And he gets into this whole spiel, right? You make like lemons are forever and like women's engagement rings or like, he's like, you pay off
Live
Apple
life
to like change their thing to a lemon, you know what I'm saying, instead of Apple. And like, then he says, then you patent the fucking seeds and then you make all the farmers pay you for growing your specific lemons because you have tit lemons. And he has like the 2 little lemons. And he's like, dude, he gets all the way into it. And then he said, then, and only then, you drink your fucking lemonade. And I was like, oh, okay. It's a lot
understand that,
for some
right?
lemonade.
That's the
I understood all of
it.
it.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
grew up.
And fucked your mom.
That's the kids we made fun of.
Dude, I think you could take any like real inspirational quote, right? And have some asshole in the back screaming out, fucked your mom still,
Yep.
and make millions of views off it.
Right?
Somebody's gonna use
Because
that.
somewhere out there, somebody's mom
There
made
was-
$40
there was
and your
a
dad
time
had
when-
it.
Yeah.
You know?
There was a time when fucking a pussy was a thing that everybody wanted to yell in the background. I can't believe that one.
Oh yeah, fuck you in the pussy.
Yeah.
Or that one, grab his dick or twist it.
Yeah.
You know? On the, at the end
Oh,
of
it's-
the
I haven't heard that one.
In
Yeah.
behind, like, dicks out for all me.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like, what the
Right?
That's too fucked up. All right, Yanni. Later.
La 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 la